Hello everyone. Today I want to explain to you why Google Cloud Run exists as a service. When we deploy applications on Kubernetes, what we do is on our browser, we hit some kind of URL that gets translated by DNS. That takes us to a Kubernetes service, and there's some ingress rules that are over here protecting the service. Those service then routes the traffic to a deployment. The deployment routes the traffic to a replica set. That replica set eventually routes to a one singular pod. That pod has a container running, and that container gives us back what we need, and it travels back to the browser, and we see that on our browser. All of this infrastructure from here on in runs on Kubernetes cluster. That's great compared to what we used to do on virtual machines and whatnot, but we can do better. What if we could send the traffic from the DNS all the way to the container? The container will just run and it will supply us back what it needs to give us back, and we take that back and give it to the browser. If we could do that, then we could avoid having to set up all of Kubernetes altogether. No cluster, no nothing, no nodes, no ingress rules, no service, no deployments, no pods, just the container, right? So that's what Google Cloud Run does. And I'll do a demo shortly here of a service like that. And you will see in just a minute or two, as long as you have your container running, you can point to it and Google gives us what we need in terms of the service from that container. Not only that, if the traffic increases, Google just spins up more of these containers, and that happens automatically, auto scaled. So let's say that um, you have your traffic goes a million times over. Google Cloud Run automatically will spin up as many containers as needed up to a limit and serve that traffic. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to lift a finger. Automatically, your number of containers goes from 1 to n, and we're serving that much traffic. And when the traffic goes down, it kills off all those containers, leaves one or two running, and that's it. And then the service is up and running with the minimal amount of resourcing needed. You don't have to do anything with the Kubernetes cluster automatically. That's what the Google Cloud Run service is, and I'm going to do a demo of that right after this. So I hope this makes sense to you. Is why Google Cloud Run exists, and how it does is it just grabs the image of your container, puts in some background server, and hits the traffic back to that, and you get your results from that. That's why a Google Cloud Run does what it does. I believe AWS also has something similar like Fargate, similar concept. Instead of having a whole Kubernetes cluster, you just serve up the containers that you create from the image that you already gave it. All right, so I will see you in the next video where I do a demo of a Google Cloud Run.